what is a calling and why this even is something that I want to talk about. Sister Act 1. A lot of people sleep on Sister Act 1 because, they brought in the hip hop element, Lauryn Hill and everyone in the second movie. So, in the movie, Whoopi is pretending to be a nun. That's who she is. She gets taken into, she's basically in like witness protection and has to go into hiding. So she gets put into this convent where she has to pretend to be Sister Mary Clarence. So she's sitting around the dinner table and they're all talking. She's the new nun to this convent. So she's pretending that she just got moved from, I think it was Vegas, a convent in Reno, where she was a Las Vegas showgirl, right? So they ask her, when did you get your calling? And immediately I turned to my mom like, what is that? What's a calling? So my mom lets me know that a calling is basically something that priests and nuns get when they basically get their sign from God or their message from God that they're going to go into the priesthood or into the convent and do basically live a life of service. That's what the call is. So I took that for what it was. I was only like 7. Like, okay, that's the call. Made sense. Still, that is what the call is. That's the correct definition for the call. But as I got older, I just could never get that out of my head. Like, I was always just interested in that. Because the way they said it, the call. Like, what is that? The call? It seems like something we should all be able to get, right? So, the call is when you do finally tap into, for the priests, for the nuns, it's them tapping into their life of service inside of the ministry, inside of the convent, inside of the church, right? But for you, it's you tapping into whatever life of service it may be for you. Now, even if you're doing something that gets you money, doesn't mean you're not providing. Most of the jobs in the world that we do trade off as far as commerce, I give you money, is usually because they're providing me a service. So that's how it goes. And a lot of us either are waiting to tap into our calling to get the sign, or we already know what our calling is. So this is going to be, I always like to keep it very general because everyone's at different levels of this thing, right? But when it comes to the calling, what we got to understand is if you get the call, that's a message from the Most High, a message from God, a message from even your higher self letting you know, bang, it's time to activate what you came to the planet to do. It's time to get moving on that. It's time for us to go. Now, you got the call. You got the call. You got the call. Your mom didn't get the call. Your sister ain't get the call. Not your mama, not your mother, but it's me, oh Lord. Right? Standing in need of prayer. Right? But you're the one who got the call. You're the one who got the call. No one else, your best friend didn't get the call. The cat down the road, shout out to Ralph Smart. He didn't get the call. You got the call. So as you start embarking on your journey, if you do feel like, damn, no one really understands it. If you're someone who's tried to explain what you're doing to people and like, I don't get it. Or you just don't really feel like you have the backing or the support you need or want, just understand that you get the call for a reason. The call is because this is literally a part of your divine purpose to carry this out. And you have to remember that no one else has received this call, which allows you to have a lot more empathy towards anyone who maybe just doesn't get it, anyone who's not supporting at the time because they don't understand or they may not know exactly what you've been called to do, exactly what your life purpose is. It's not really for anyone else to know except for you and the Creator. Now, once you step into it, in hindsight, 20, 30, 40 years from now, you would have fulfilled it. And then it will make sense to everyone involved. Like, oh, that's why, right? Even to you. That's a lot of times we're looking for, we want it to make sense while we're doing it. Why am I doing this? Why is this happening? But everything's not supposed to be revealed while we're in it. A lot of times things are for us to look back on, to reflect on later in life. Right now, it's just about you actually answering the call and the journey. You could be called to do something very big, but along the journey of that, you may also be called to do something that you feel like isn't really along the alignment of your call. But what you have to understand is even the little experiences that you have may be teaching you or giving you some tool, something that's needed for you to take into the main purpose. So just remember, everything that you do along the way, once you get the call, is probably going to be useful to whatever you're being called to do. So I hope you enjoyed this one, y'all. I'm out.